Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a 2 for 1. I'm gonna be showing you the Boxycharm goodies that I got in my April and May boxes of this year. I just felt like individually the boxes weren't too exciting, but then I noticed that combined I had everything I needed to do like an entire face of makeup. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to show you these all 10 products, tell you my thoughts on them, and walk you through the look that I did. So if you're excited for that, then please stay on and keep on watching. All right, so let's get right into it because I have a feeling this is going to be a long video and I don't want to make it any longer for you. I do want to say I'm not going to go into one box first and then the other. I'm just going to go through all of the products as they go in order of application. And I'm going to start with skincare, or in this case, body care, because the first product that we're going to be talking about is the Terre de Mars. I believe that's how it's pronounced, body cleanser. The description for this product reads: an organic, low foaming, aromatic, and soft cleanser suitable for all skin types, infused with bioactive ingredients such as coffee and rosemary extracts in fusion with verbena oil. Together they tone, purify, and protect the skin, while aloe vera nourishes and softens. So this is a body wash that we got in the April box, and I don't think we've ever gotten a body wash before, but since I got it, I've been using it and it's okay. It lathers well. It's not super perfumey, which is a big plus for me because I don't really like things that have a lot of fragrance in them. I don't use this every day though. I use it like every other day because I do notice that it leaves my skin a little bit on the drier side. But I mean, I liked it. I'm using it. I'm gonna use all of it. I know I will, but it's nothing like life-changing in my opinion. And now moving on to a face scrub. We're gonna prep the face for some makeup. And in this month's box, we got the Hey Honey Come Clean Propolis and Minerals Facial Scrub. And the description reads: a rich exfoliating Dead Sea salt scrub designed to be gentle enough for even the most sensitive skin. Dead Sea crystalline beats buff away dead skin cells, rehydrates the skin, and restores depleted minerals. The result: clearer, smoother, and brighter skin. And I loved the scrub. My only beef with it was that it was so thick. It was like really hard to get it out of the tube. You really have to like squeeze it hard, which I know it's like silly to point out, but it was. But once I got the product out, I loved this scrub. It smells really nice, and once you start like rubbing it into the skin, it starts to feel like oily, but of course you wash it away, and once you do, my skin felt super soft and clean. I will say that I would only use it like once a week because lately I've been noticing that my skin's been on the drier side. I'm not sure why, because the winter is over. So I'm not sure why my skin still feels like super dry. But anywho, like I mentioned, I wouldn't want to do this that often, but this was really nice and I did like how it made my skin feel afterwards. And because again, like I mentioned, my skin is on the drier side, now I'm doing some moisturizer really quick before jumping into the next product, which is the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. And the description reads: formulated with coconut water and other superfood ingredients, this complexion enhancing moisturizer instantly brightens, hydrates, and smooths while helping blur the appearance of pores. The result is beautiful, healthy looking skin when worn alone, and long lasting makeup when used as a prep step. And I do have to say that the products in this box were meant for a dewy look. You'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit, but it all started with this primer because it is luminizing. It does say that it blurs the pores too, but I've honestly never found a primer that does both. Like give you that glowy look and then smooth out the pores too. I usually have to do 2 primers if I want that to happen. So I didn't notice any blurring with this primer, but I did like the luminosity that I saw in my skin. I hope you can tell that on camera. So once we were nice and luminous and primed, I'm moving on to the foundation, or in this case, the Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer, and the description reads, a tinted moisturizer with a light to medium coverage formulated with hyaluronic acid to combine hydrating skincare benefits with lightweight coverage and a glowy look. So again, emphasis on glowy look. And I do apologize because my camera wasn't recording when I did the first layer of it, so you're gonna see me applying the second layer because I wanted a little bit more coverage. This is very, very light coverage. Of course, it's a tinted moisturizer, so that's expected of that. And I will say that it's very shiny. So it's not, I would say it's not for oily skin. I think it would just like melt off of you. But this is how my skin looked with it on, and once that was in place, I moved on to concealer. And in our May box, we got the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, and the description reads, an instant eye lift in a tube. Sheer liquid brighteners lets your skin come through to deliver a natural lit from within youthful glow. Diamond Complex delivers a soft focus finish, includes a removable sponge for on-the-go blending. And I realized after that you're supposed to remove the little sponge from the other end, and it just comes so that if you're on the go, you can take out the little sponge and retouch your concealer with that. I thought it was just like a pen, so like concealer on one side, applicator on the other. My bad on that. But anywho, I will say that I'm not a super big fan of this concealer. It is a dewy finish, but I would just like a little bit more coverage. I get that it said that it was sheer coverage, but I would still like just a little bit more. I felt that once I blended it out, it just like blended away to nothing, and I could see my skin like poking through the concealer. So super watery, not a big fan of it. And I will confess that at the very end, off of camera, I had to add a little bit of my L'Oreal Pro Glow concealer on top just to add that coverage that I was wanting to make the skin look better and like fix my under eyes. So yeah, not my favorite concealer, unfortunately. So after that, if my face wasn't like glowy and dewy enough, we got the following product, which is the Eloise Get Gleaming Body Glow, and the description reads, this is a non-sticky and lightweight luminizer that can be applied to all areas of the face and body for a dazzling buildable glow. This transfer-proof formula is filled with ultra sparkly reflex to irradiate your skin. So my first thoughts on this product was the color. When I first saw it, I thought it was gonna be too dark, but when I swatched it, it was so perfect. But I will say I love it for the body, but not the face, because when you apply it, it melts into like an oily texture and it just glows with no glitters, which I love. But the reason I don't love it for the face, it's because that same oiliness, it's gonna make you look like, well, oily, not like glowy. You're gonna look a little bit too greasy. But on the body, I applied it to like my shoulder. It makes you just glow without being sticky. So I'm sure I'll continue to use it on the body because it has such a pretty glow with no glitter, which is what I really love about body highlighters, and it was not sticky at all, which is really, really cool. So once I was this shiny, we're gonna move on to the next product, which is gonna help me matte this down. We have the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Mini Kabuki brush, and the description reads, this best-selling brush is perfect for all over mineral foundation application. This super soft, dense brush distributes product evenly and quickly, making it a staple for any makeup routine. It can also be used with powder or to blend face makeup for a more natural look. This is a cruelty-free brush and is made out of 100% synthetic fibers that will not shed during makeup application. And this was just the perfect brush to just set the entire face. I used it with a loose powder, dabbed it in the container, tapped off most of the excess, and just lightly set the face to get that dewiness down because I just felt so shiny. I like a dewy look, but I felt like this was just getting so oily and shiny, so I was trying to matte things down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is a nice brush to set the face, not baking, of course, but just like dusting on some powder all over the face. So once we did that, we moved on to the brows and to our next product, which is a Trestique Refillable Brow Pencil and Gel. The description reads, this super sleek 2-in-1 brow pencil is 100% refillable. Keep your forever case and refill your brow pencil and gel to your heart's content. From the materials to the packaging, everything was developed through a lens of sustainability, better for you and the planet. The brow pencil features a triangular shaped tip to define brows, while the flexible tinted gel on the other side grooms and sets. It's everything you need for natural looking, perfectly sculpted brows. Now this is a nice brow pencil. I've received a brow pencil from Trestique before, and I do use it, and I do see myself using this one. I love how thin the tip is, but at the same time that it doesn't break off easily. I love that, and it's easy to work with. You can be precise with it, and it's not too creamy. And the only thing about this one is that I would have to go over it with another brow pencil because this shade is too light for me, and you'll notice that when I apply it, it was just light my brows. And in the end, I did have to go in with my Covergirl brow pencil to get it to be closer to my color. And I did like that you have both the pencil and the brow gel in one product. That's pretty cool. So especially because of that, I would love for this to be in my color. That's all. Okay, so after the brows, I did my bronzer and blush, and I decided to keep the dewiness going with some cream products. And I'm using this duo from E.l.f. that I got for like $2 at Burlington at some point, and it's one of my favorites because it just blends so easily, and I love how it looks. So if you happen to see it at like a discount store, get it because it's really good. Okay, so once that was in place, it is time for the exciting part, because in our April box we got the Natasha Denona Ayana eyeshadow palette, and even though she needs no introduction, the description reads, a special edition palette created exclusively for Boxycharm, featuring 5 ultra pigmented, neutral, cool toned shades in a range of muted browns with a touch of a sparkling metal green tourmaline, inspired by the Japanese meaning of Aya, meaning color and design, combined with na, meaning elegant, graceful, and delicate, blah 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 blah. It's perfect everyday palette to create sophisticated classic looks as well as evening looks with a super glam finish, formulated with Natasha's signature blendable user-friendly formulas and the highest quality pure color pigments, dazzling chroma crystals and luminous pearls. Holy moly, suitable for every skin tone, cruelty free and allergen free. Holy smokes, that was so long, I'm sorry about that. But here are the swatches, and for this look I started with this shade right here with a fluffy brush, and as usual I applied that all over the crease, dabbing it a little bit into the outer V and just fluffing out those edges. Now this is the second Natasha Denona palette of these like mini kinds that I've gotten on my Boxycharm box, and I love them. I feel like the mattes are so pretty, they're vivid and super easy to blend, so I was super excited to get this one too. Even though this is a color palette that I don't wear that often, I still really enjoyed it. And then I fluffed that same color on the lower lash line, smoked it out a little bit. And then I added a little bit more of that same color on my outer V just to deepen it out a little bit more. Now I really wanted to use that green shimmer shade, but not on the lid. So I did the second best thing to do when you want to add a pop of color. I just applied it to the inner portion of the lower lash line. And then for the lids, I used the other shimmer on there and just applied that all over the lids using my fingers. And as you can tell, this was a super quick look and I really like how it looked in the end. I also didn't want to do something too glam since my complexion wasn't that full coverage. So that's why I went on the simpler side. And then for my inner corners, I just used one of my highlighters. I'm using the ABH Amrezy highlighter and used it too for my brow bones. And after that, I just did some liquid eyeliner, not a winged eyeliner, just lining the top lash line. After that, I did some mascara on my lower lash line. And for my top lashes, what we're gonna do is some falsies that we got on our April box. We got the Flirtacious Luxe Cosmetics Monarch Lash Pack. The description reads, whether you're just transitioning into makeup or simply seeking an everyday comfortable glam lash, this is the perfect duo. Baby Girl is an angled lash perfect for achieving the iconic cat eye effect. Charmer is a round lash created for an instant doll eye effect. Both are 100% silk and cruelty free. Apply your favorite pair with the lash applicator included in the kit. And I know with that applicator I'm gonna be a little bit cringe, but I've just never been able to apply lashes with an applicator. I always just have to use my fingers. It's just easier for me to use my fingers. When I use the applicator, like the lash gets stuck on the applicator, and when I squeeze it to apply it and then try to pull out the applicator, the lash gets stuck to the applicator and I end up like taking it off. So it's just way too complicated for me. But anywho, I used the Baby Girl pair of lashes, which is like the ones that wing out at the ends, and I love them. They're so simple, they're nothing too dramatic, like a good flirty everyday lash. They were super comfortable and they were really easy to put on. Again, I just use my fingers because that's what works best for me, but I felt really pretty with these lashes on. And then after that, I just applied some mascara to marry my lashes with the falsies. And after that, I did some setting spray to set the face in place. I did some lips. I almost forgot about the lips. I added my KKW lipstick and gloss. And with that, I got rid of the bun, did my hair, and the look was complete. I know this was a longer video, but I want to thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I really hope you liked it and that you liked the look. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you did like this video, also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the like button below, and subscribe before you leave if you haven't yet. I really hope you guys have a beautiful day. Take care, and I'll see you right here on my next video. Bye guys.